Welcome to a new video on Wipro. Our today's goal is to know about business of Wipro. What did company do in 2020? What is the impact of COVID-19? The leadership team, the shareholding pattern, and financials about the company. Start. Wipro stands for Western India Palm Refined Oil Limited. It was started in 1945 by Mohammed Premji. Yes, as the name suggests, it was a refined oil company. If you remember, 10 years back, there was a brand of Dalda. Wipro was known for its Dalda brand or Vanaspati ghee brand. Now, it has sold this brand to Cargill, and now Wipro is an IT service giant. The IT service business was started in 1990, which was led by Azim Premji. From 1966, Azim Premji is leading the company. IT sector. IT sector is primarily divided into product-based companies and service-based companies. Microsoft, Apple are product-based companies. Infosys, TCS are service-based companies. Wipro is also an IT service company. Do check out our previous video on Infosys to know the details about product-based companies and service-based companies. Business of Wipro. Wipro is a business to business company and it provides IT services consulting to its enterprise clients. It has around 1.8 lakh employees that consults clients in 6 continents. That is almost all over the world. The seventh continent, definitely there is no human living on that continent. Revenue distribution. Around 60% of revenue comes from America and around almost 100% of revenue comes out of India. So Wipro rarely provides IT services in India. Looking at the business areas from which the revenue comes, the most revenue comes from the financial services sector, that is 31.1%. This is true for other IT services company as well. The other focus areas are consumer and retail, healthcare, energy and utilities, technology, manufacturing, and communication and media. Wipro has three business segments: IT services, IT products, and the ISRE segment, which basically represents the government, the state government, and the public sector companies. If you look at the graph, more than 95% of revenue comes from the IT service sector. IT products and the government sector provides the rest 5% of revenues. What all business comes in these areas? In the IT services sector, the revenue comes from the application services, the cloud and infrastructure services, the industrial and engineering services, the data analytics and AI/ML services, the cyber security services, and the digital operations that company do. The ISRE, as discussed, represents the government and the public sector companies. The IT products segment. In this segment, Wipro buys products from a third party and they integrate their IT services and then sell ahead to the customers. Some products belong to Wipro themselves. Some known products of Wipro are Virtual Desk, Cloud Studios, the Top Coder platform, and Wipro Homes, which is their AI platform. What is the 2021 strategy and what is the impact of COVID-19 on the company? Company will prioritize and invest significantly on three main areas, that is cloud, the cyber security, and the digitalization of industrial and engineering services. What is the impact of COVID-19? COVID-19 will decrease the customer spend on technology. This will definitely affect demand adversely for the upcoming projects and also cause cancellation of existing projects. For Wipro, in the quarter 1 of 2021, revenues fell by 5%. Let's look at the leadership and the shareholding pattern. Rishad Premji is the current chairman of Wipro Limited. He is the son of Azim Premji. He did his MBA from Harvard Business Schools. Rishad joined Wipro in 2007. His current salary is rupees 5 crores. Thierry Delaporte is the current chief executive officer and managing director of the company. He was appointed the CEO in this current fiscal year only. So he is the new CEO of the company. His prior experience was in Capgemini, where he was the chief operating officer. Capgemini is also an IT service company. His current salary is 32 crores rupees. Bhanumurthy BM is the chief operating officer of the company. He has 28 years experience in Wipro and his alumni from NIT Warangal and IIM Ahmedabad. His salary is rupees 5 crores. Jatin Dalal is the current chief financial officer of the company. He has 18 years experience in Wipro. He has a lot of degrees. He's a chartered accountant, he's a CFA, he's a CMA and has a CGMA as well. He's an alumni of NIT Surat. His current salary is 4.5 crores. Saurabh Govil is the Chief Human Resource Officer. He has 12 years experience in Wipro. Prior to that, he was in General Electric. His salary is also 4.5 crores. Shareholding pattern. The Premji family or the Wipro Trust has a 74% promoter holding in this company. 15% belongs to foreign institutional investors and domestic institutional investors. And the public or the retail investors hold around 5.5% in this company. Let's look at the financials about the company. The balance sheet metrics. The reserves. The company reserves and surplus are increasing from 2011 to 2020. For the past 10 years, the compounded growth was around 11.6%. For past 3 years, it has been flat to around 2%. The debt to equity ratio is 0.03, is almost zero. The reserves for the company in 2020 were 54,790 crores and the borrowings were 2,107 crores. Looking at the profit loss metrics. For the past 10 years, the revenues were compounding at a growth rate of 8.43% and the net profit was growing at a rate of 7.76%. A note of caution is that expenses are also compounding at a slightly higher growth rate of 8.7%. For past 3 years, the growth has been slightly flat. Revenues grew at a rate of 3.31% and net profit grew at a rate of 4.61%. If you look at for the year 2020, expenses are around 79.8% of revenues, and the net profit is 15% of revenues. Let's look at the expenses breakdown. Around 65% of expense goes in the employee salary and benefits. 21.6% expense goes in the subcontractors or the consulting to the other third party firms. Other expenses are travel expenses, facility expenses, etc. The cash flow metrics. The operating cash flow or the income of the cash flow from the business has been increasing from 2011 to 2020, which is a good sign. In the past 3 years, again for Wipro, the financial expenditures or the outflow of money has been huge. What is this? This is mainly due to giving back dividends to the shareholders or buying back of shares. The operating cash flow for 2020 was 10,064 crores. The investing cash flow was positive 3,593 crores. The financing cash flows or the outflows were 15,100 crores. The net cash flow was negative for the year 2020, that is minus 1,442 crores. Competition analysis. Wipro currently stands fourth in the IT services sector. It has a market cap of 1.6 lakhs crores and the PE ratio of 16. So it is well aligned with the PE ratio of the IT service sector. Though one thing that happened recently was Wipro was in top 3. HCL has gone up from the 4th position to 3rd and Wipro has moved down. Wipro, as seen from the analysis, is a decent company, has a fair value, is also trading at fair value. One can definitely invest in Wipro. Thank you. Do like, share, and subscribe if you like the video. Do comment in the comment box if you want to look or if you want analysis of any other companies.